This is King Rex coming back at you with another Euchre 3D ranked video. Mm, 1900 level players. Unfortunately, he called out Tom any Trump. Says, let's go, and he's not going fast. Well, this isn't the type of person just quits right away, which is what he did. I mean, it doesn't help your statistics at all because if you win, you don't get the points. Team wins, you don't get the points. If you lose the points anyway. Even though he didn't play a whole hand, it still counts in that manner. He didn't do himself any favors by not playing. From here, I'm four suited, and they're all kind of bad. He had to lead once. He didn't lead a trump, so I didn't lead it back to him. We'll go next here if it comes back around. This three spades is pretty good. I'll try to promote my king even though it's a short suit. Yeah, that's pretty well dead. I'll also take that one. That's the issue there, though. I can only take really one on that, and all it did was really stop him from getting a march. Man, not getting anything today. It's anything that I can call. When you're forced to don't have any jacks or aces, your hand is pretty much garbage. My partner don't have any trump, so I have a good chance of getting another march through. Wow. That's another thing too. The AI is really bad in this game. So when someone quits on you, they kind of screw you over because you're getting a terrible partner no matter what. So here I'm good in black, but they probably won't get back around to me. He's probably stuck in an ad. I'll go clubs if it comes back. Surprised it did. I figured that would get over trumped. I don't think I was line enough to hold back the right in that situation. Because I can't order that to him because I don't have any. Well, there's no point in wishing the AI luck. Hopefully, you don't have a spade. Yeah, of course. I think the AI would probably be pretty conservative with loaner calls. So I think that he's probably got it almost no matter what. He's probably got the king back or some other trump card. That means he's probably, that means they're all probably out of the trump except for maybe him. Well, see what happens there. Yeah. First, they did pull out all the high trump for the most part. It's too bad I didn't have a good trump that time. Here we have a decent hand though. So maybe you have another card here to throw in. Can I get the last one? Yes, I did. Kind of called that one into my hand there. Which every once in a while you do. Doesn't mean it was a bad call because he had a hand there, but every once in a while that's going to happen. I think this is a three-piece ad. Yeah. I have to click on another X up here. You get lucky, we can give him some offset. Yeah, that really hurt too. Technically, that's what he should have let out first, though. Hopefully, they haven't hurt sitting in their hands. Well, he might have even had a loner with what he had. I think that's worth it. Clubs are the stubborn kind of. Come on, partner. Why would they not trump there, didn't they? I gave them a trump card. My God. That's the thing. The AI is so terrible on this game. You can't trust him to do anything. As a prime spot to trump. You got to take it at that point. It's either we took that one or we didn't get our point. So why would they play it that way? So they can save it to the end? So I'm saying AI is so nonsensical on this game. It's unbelievable. Hopefully he has the ace. Another rated game doing here. I don't recognize any of these names. Not really enough to call there. Wouldn't mind completely if you picked it up. I'm much better in diamonds. Internation. Oh, they're all in the 2000s. Hopefully my partner has a high one and a low one. Well, they don't have any. Ah, that probably sets them up though right there. Yeah, I just didn't have any of the jacks. This is a totally uncallable hand here. Okay, here's to take trump out of each hand. Because he could have two, and he might only have had one. That's the idea. Man, that lead might work out for us. Ah, oh, there, that worked. If the opponent orders to his partner, that sometimes is the best move you can make. There are some people who would go alone on this. I would not, without either jack. Maybe if had ace, king, queen, 10, but not ace, king, queen. That's asking for a bit much. Be nice if my partner had the right. Wow. Maybe they are both buried. Nope, they weren't. He was trying to be sneaky. If I was ordering to my partner, I would order that up, but not to my opponent. Trying to club through him. Wow. I have to get one of the last two. Hopefully, he's not sitting on both jacks. Damn, he probably has one of them, though. That's my bad thing. He's sitting in a position where he can afford to do that. It's hard to do a euchre someone when you're the one doing all the euchring. This is an easy order. If you got three, including the right, you're putting the ace in their hands. You could get lucky if they can pop off these offsuits for me, which they didn't do. That helps out a lot right there. Yeah, we got our point. And these are the high two left. I mean, that's a call you'd make if you're making a second round, so it gets ordered into your partner's hand. It makes it all the stronger. Now, if he'd ordered, it would be worth doing that, but since he picked up, he's probably got a few, and he might not have any. Nice, my partner at the right, but they don't. Must have been buried. Might have a club. Wrong color. Not wrong color, wrong suit. For a diamond, it'd be a loner all day long. That don't help at all either. That can only help him in spades. Got her point though. Get lucky here. Nope. Hopefully. This is another one. We got him. So we got it. We didn't get them. We called it. There are a lot of these three-part ads now. You have to click out them 3 times to get out of them. You could have the left. That mine would probably. I wouldn't road anyway, so I guess it don't matter. It's the other one. Probably don't have that one, but that was going to be my hold to the end on that. If you have 2 aces, play one and hold the other one. It's like you don't get a good hand, you just get something that's complete trash. Should have just took a 9. I could have taken that one. Anything throws now, I at least can cover to a point. I didn't think he had any trump. That's why I led it that way. He should have led that when he had the chance to lead something, though. If you have the right, you call Trump, lead it, especially if you have an ace. Can't call this at all. Next is just really weak here, especially since my partner passed it too. The idea of a next call would be to hope that your partner has Trump sitting in their hands. That's jacks. You got a free one there. It'd be odd if he had the jack of clubs though and didn't pick up the spade. Not impossible, but odd. Yeah. We have a chance. Well, we definitely had a chance there. He could have called clubs though with what he had. I guess it's better to get the win. This price, I'm sitting there so you don't get the loss in the record. You're still going to lose your points. That is annoying. If you want to quit, just quit. Click here. It says leave game. You don't have to sit there and wait. You're going to lose your points anyway. It's the last card of the hand. They're thinking they're not going to lose their rating. See, they still lost their 8 points, even though they were booted. They got no advantage out of being a little baby. Thankfully, I don't have that loser in my game this time. Because I don't want someone in my game that's going to quit like that when they're not happy. I'll always call in three. So it's just which queen do you want to drop out? I'm going to run out this 10. Hope my partner has it. Come on. Ooh, that could be bad. Well, will my ace make it or not? Probably. Because I doubt he would hit with the jack if he had another trump card. And that's a way to play a three with an ace. This would be a definite next call. Because when people are less likely to really a jack, but even an ace, people don't like to turn down. And jack, king. It'd be nice if he called diamonds here. Chill, it's a game. It's not supposed to be your attitude. You're supposed to want to win every time, no matter what. I'm going to try it anyway. A lot of people will always defer to their. That's our point. That's all I really was looking for. Watch him throw a ace of clubs. Now, if these jacks were reversed, I'd order up to them. But if the jacks were reversed and this was a high offsuit like an ace of spades, I would have ordered it to him and went alone. He does at least lead out his trump. A lot of people just don't like to lead trump. I don't understand why. He played that right there. Lead your trump before your ace. Throw his king away. Had a feeling the clubs would be more likely. He had the ace though, or she. I assume Helen is a woman. I have enough to call that, but I could go next. Next, I only have two, so I'm gonna. Usually, you don't want to order up, but I'm gonna order one up anyway here. Throw the king of diamonds and see what happens. It's hoping they'd have the ace. Wow, this could get sketchy. They have the right. They got me. Why he didn't order? Well, I guess I ordered it before he could. I could have passed that and went next. Was probably the smarter thing to do. I wonder how many times people actually intentionally click one of those ads in the middle of the game. It has to be low. If this was a high, like the ace, maybe I would consider going alone, but I don't think you can be that risky with it. Not my if my partner takes one. That's a smart lead by my partner too. Be nice if you let another trump. You know you're not supposed to. You have a good chance of taking the rest of them unless they have to have trump to get one. Trump left. Which, considering he didn't take that one, I don't think that they do. But he had one left. I was hoping he could lead another Trump into me because then we would have sucked them all out. Definitely don't like this. Glad they turned that down. I have clubs covered, and I'm all right in red. I'm not great, but I just hope he doesn't do well. Okay, that's the boss card now. You obviously don't have anything. Well, they took it. Doesn't matter what we do here. They already had their three at that point. I have two, but I do not have good offsuit. I have spades, diamonds, and hearts covered, so you generally don't want to order a jack into your partner's hands because you could be jumping on their loner. Hopefully, they throw a spade. That's actually mine with that low of a. That's upstairs. I trumped it. This could strip the opposition of all the trump because if they have chance of them, he probably don't have another one if he threw the ace away. That's it's the king, and that's what's considered probably stripped of trump. Urgency had that would have a good chance of going through. There's gotta be once you got your one, you got to be thinking of getting 2 points. If I get it, this would be one to try alone, and I've got almost got a point guaranteed. Because there's a good chance they don't have diamonds. They're out of trump. If you didn't want them hold a diamond back, they got me. They don't have a diamond. All right, we're going to get it. That's an amazing outcome there. That was a tight one there. Definitely can't not order that. This is the good thing is I've got both clubs and spades completely blocked. They can't. So if a black suit is called, they cannot get two. Now if he orders this, it's an auto. That's the guy who was there last time in that exact spot. I'm just gonna throw my king of hearts and hope for the best. Didn't have a good lead there. I mean, I could have tried to promote the queen, but there's no point trying to promote. Makes sense to promote a king. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to promote a queen. He's probably got the left also. If he let it that way. Wow, went underneath my queen. Must have the king. Uh, do you have a high heart? No. We held him to one. That's not bad. He had something like left ace king or something. This is easy call. Left ace nine. Can't go alone. If it was right, well, the last game you see I went right, left, king. But that's a much weaker trump. Plus, they threw away the suit that was there, thus making it more appetizing. Can't see I wouldn't have got that through. Need to get one of the last two. Well, There it is. He had to trump to take it to have a chance at the euchre. Just a definite. I mean, next wouldn't be bad, but with that type of lawsuit, it wouldn't. I wouldn't even call it. That's too weak. The bad thing is I can't trump a lead, which means he gets the left out of me right away. And I hold the king to the end. Nothing I got. That was a really good hand he had. Wow. That's pretty much unstoppable. That's Hopefully he gets this here. Say this game likes tied scores, so it wouldn't shock me if he didn't get a really good loner again. Like both jacks to come out. Because he used the ace to pick up the last one. Hopefully he has another ace or another spade. Come on. That's good. Evens things back up. I bet you 90% of the clicks on those ads are accidental. If I could pick it up, I would, but I can't call that, and I don't have anything to call this time. It's a complete junk hand. Last time I had this situation, 10 and a king, I led the 10 and it led to a euchre. Hopefully he only has one. Unfortunately, here's my offsuit is so terrible. I kind of need my partner's offsuit to make it. I'm going to have the ace. Yeah, they got their point. Now I have to hope they don't get two. I'm going to hold my king to the end. Now they may have the left in the end. It was a smart move unless he has another trump. Previous time we Euchre, this time we kept him from getting. Ah, this is tempting. Granted, you only have one trump though. Can't call it on one with just the ace. If it was a jack, I would consider it. I'm really not bad at it terribly. I'm not good at anything. It'd be nice if you called either heart, diamonds, or spades. Um, which that is the boss club. If he's got a diamond, you should put it on there. These two aces have the same chance of getting through because I have an extra spade. And it wasn't. Ah, they probably got their point. Yeah. Thing is, I would have probably called diamonds if I'd had to call something. I just couldn't call on one with it being the ace of clubs. That's going too crazy. I have it covered, so they can't get two. In fact, I have every suit covered. They cannot score 2 points if they call now. We kind of like that little robot thing there, especially with the get new coders. Since I have everything covered, I'm passing. Maybe we can get a euchre. It's actually a good defensive play. There we got one, and I have one in the bag. Hopefully, too bad it didn't make it. Now he can throw his lowest club on. I was hoping to take a high one. Maybe he has another diamond. Nope. That's it. He had a really good call. I mean, this is ugly hands. I wouldn't mind if he picked it up because hopefully he has some really good hand to go with that. I'd like it if he had a loner. That'd be amazing. They're at 8 points already. You can't call anything to him. I mean, I couldn't even if he passed. I couldn't really try diamonds and hope to get it. I'm sure what type of clubs he had. All of this would be. So that had two. He had at least two clubs. Could have picked that up. Or is a syndrome of him thinking, well, if I can get it back to me and call red, like he would only had two clubs, probably. He wanted red, so he passed, but it might have been a good pass. So you got Euchre would have been out of the game. Another bad deal. We need something here. If we could score a point here, and then it come back around, maybe I can get lucky and get a loner. If you order from a third seat, you're supposed to want a trump thrown to you. Especially if you order from the third seat. Now you can throw as lowest one. Ah, now we're in trouble. What's that 10 of hearts doing anything? He's got to get this one. Hopefully he's got one more. I think you know, wait, me having none. I didn't have nothing, dude. Sorry. Jack, Queen, 10. So I'm going to go for the loner here. This is a little. I was going to go for the loner. But I'm going to work with my partner now because I have a partner to help me. There's that. And you know where the big boy is. Come on, have a heart to take that. Yes. I'm not going to trump his ace. We'll trump whatever he's got left. So at least we got it 9-8 now. I don't think I would have gotten all of them on a loner. Ugh, that's a terrible sight to see. You know, if he was loaded full of diamonds. He obviously is loaded full of diamonds. I gotta give him credit. He's uh he's willing to go for it. And that very well probably has the ace also. If you got any more diamonds, throw them. That ace is good. That was a good call. That's a gutsy call. I wanted to right into your opponent's hand, but that was a good call. Oh, I can't help him on this. I mean, I could help him in offsuit. I was hoping he'd put something up there that he could, that I could order into his hand, but you ordered picked it up. And so hopefully they throw hearts. We either force a big trump out of his hand or he has to throw, or he has to follow suit. If you can trump it, you should, because then it would force coders to trump higher, or you would take the trick. But someone doesn't want to throw like a king on that because, or this is the, oh no, we're going to lose, so I'm going to drop out and lose my points anyway. Like if you want to drop out, you can drop out. You don't have to wait till you get booted. I think they think if they get booted, they don't lose. He must be loaded. Yep. He's probably got the other. Well, he's got. Well, we're not going to get that one, but I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't have another trump in his hand or an ace. See, he lost his points anyway. And this is our going for some games here today. All right, I got the deal. I got. If you really wanted to risk it, I've played with Who Dave before because I remember thinking that because it sounds kind of like the Who There that they have in one of the Adam Sandler movies and Waterboy, where the one guy's a woodsman. You could go alone on that, but I'm not. If one of those was a jack, I would. Take a cheat. This is how you do. You want to get Trump led as soon as possible because you want to knock them all out of there. So we've got it. We've got our points. Since they can't take it because they don't have any Trump. And that's one thing you got to love when you see your partner throw an ace away. Because it means they either want you to lead that suit because they have the king, or they voided a suit. I could have won alone on it. As bad as it was, I could have won alone on that. And got it, but usually you're not that fortunate. Hopefully, I can get something here with this king. Be nice if you laid it an ace or a diamond. Hopefully, he has a club. Don't have the jack. See, that's smart leading, though. I ought to give him credit. It strips our trump and shows his partner where the left is at. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown the 10 away. Yeah, the king might help, might make it. At least we held him to 1. You generally don't want to give up points and gobs. If you get Euchre, it's one thing. This is almost enough to hold her on. If I wasn't so weak in all 3 suits, I would like it if you picked it up, but if you get Euchre, you're going to give up 2. But a lot of times when you get Euchre, they would have called it anyway, and so you're only really giving up a point by calling it. But when they're calling, he thought about it too. I should have ordered that probably. I'll see how the clubs are distributed through this hand. Any aces, because these weren't going to take it. That's the other thing. We weren't getting nothing with with my queens. She had 1 ace. He had a club. Ace or club. He had 1 ace. That would have been a would-be club. That would have been a club too. So he actually had clubs. Might not have been a good idea. He didn't pick it because all he would have had would have been that. So that actually was a good call on his part to not pick it up. Got her point too. This would be one where you could almost go alone in hearts if it come back around. A lot of times I would do that lead, but I actually won't try it. I know I don't love it, but there's the opportunity that maybe neither one of them have that. This still takes out a trump out of all their hands. If I can somehow get in the lead and end up out of trump cards, which they might be, and of course not. I didn't know if you'd have 3. A lot of times I'll order with 2. That was my hope there. Have ace of diamonds. Now they're not going to have a heart. Yeah, heart call would have worked there though, for sure. They got it. They got all of them. That's just a situation. I was so good in hearts that I wasn't good at anything else. Come on. Well, it's X is all the way over there. My bad. I'm so used to when it's a skinny screen being in those 2 corners. This is an auto call. We hopefully can get 2 here because I don't have a weak offsuit. He's letting me have this one. Ooh, yeah. Doesn't want to lead it when they call it. Worst case, he's got the right. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. I was hoping I could trump in with my king. See, if I could trump in with my king, we might have been able to take them all. We got our point, so it don't really matter. But this would stop him. I got all red. I got red stopped points wise. Like I say, if he orders, I'd have the right for him. Mm. I don't feel good about calling anything here. So I think I really have is that jack. If it was a blackjack, I would have definitely called spades. Hopefully, he has a heart. Okay, we got him stopped. I can't even take that. Expect the spade to come out almost. I had to do that though. I had to hope to sneak one there. Which if I would have snuck that one, we would have had him. He's probably got a club back though. If it was a club, I'd order it to him. In fact, if it comes back around, I'll go close. Because I have two and two aces. That's a good combo to have. We picked up a heart. But still, I mean, they lead diamonds. Clubs is not a bad lead here because I can't take it right away. But it still promotes that king. Both my suits have been led. I expect him to trump it anyway. Did we get two? Nope. Mirror never get two. He had the right. Spades would be my call here, of course. This is a hard one. I like to lead that ace through them. This is my partner. If he'd have called it, I would have let that ace through him. And hoped that he'd have put low and him go high and he'd had to take it. If I had a heart, I would have let it to him. Have at least the king here. He should lead his hearts out because he knows I don't have any. So he should have let his hearts out. I guess he's afraid of them having one more. I could take that. I can't call that. There are people that would, but that's just. Man. There's anything I could have done was start that king and have B2 suited. Monday. Hope he's not sitting there because he's mad. He should have trumped in too, honestly. If he had a trump, that would have been two. I mean, granted, our chances of taking him out would have been very low, but if you see that vulnerable, you got to try it. I mean, it is possible to get a get a euchre on a loner, even if it's a good loner. I've been euchre with Jack, Jack, King before. Definite no to that. Be nice if you called something. Nice if you called spades, because I have two spades. I don't have enough to call it, but I have enough that I could, you know, help them with two and an ace. If you can take it, you gotta take it. If you trumps this, I'll be kind of mad because you could have, especially if you trump something higher than what's sitting there. We need to get all of the ones that are left to stop them. You almost need the ace here. Oh, he clubbed it. Oh, he clubbed it slightly higher. Yeah, I should have figured he wasn't going to get stopped with. Oh, wow. That 9 and 10 would have been reversed because he would have still called it. We would have. He would have taken it with something else, though. There's always you can order on two, any two, but if you like getting euchred, you can do such things. If he has something worth calling, he'll call it. I don't have anything to call back to him is the only negative. I'm sure you're supposed to call reverse next, so maybe he is good in spades anyway. Probably not, though. This guy probably should have went alone. Didn't. Hopefully, he doesn't have two dimes because I threw one away. Well, hopefully, you don't have a higher heart. Yes, we got him stopped at least. I would go hearts alone if it come back around. Ah, that sucks. Granted, there's no guarantee I'll get the aloner because they might have the jack of hearts in their hand, but have a spade, have a spade, yes. I don't think this is going to be good for anything. Although I would have been leading it through him. Ah, if he has one more club back, we would have got the hearts aloner. I don't think he'd want to have that. Well, I only need two, or I would go alone because that's all day long. Makes the king good. Makes the rest of them good. All right, another game going here. I'm doing pretty well tonight. And I got the tilt to our right. Definite no. I would definitely go hearts. In fact, that would be. You'd have to think about going alone on that. Probably wouldn't, but it'd be considerable. Bills Mafia. I'm a Dolphins fan, Bills Mafia, so hopefully it doesn't go like it has for the Dolphins recently against the Bills. The Bills have been really good the last probably about 6 years or so. Pretty much since Josh Allen's second season. I guess I could have let another heart out. Well, that takes out that one. So if I get the 10 on one and then the ace is good. Like I said, I knew that would be light to get a loner on. And it would have not happened in two ways if you didn't have the protected left. But this one I will try because it's four with the jack. I'm only going to have to sneak through one offsuit. It's going to be a queen, which we did have two chances to beat me. That or if they have a protected left. I mean, as far as beat me in the offsuit. And they let it. Have a low heart. Thank you. Oh, wow. He should have trumped that. That was a major mistake on his part. You got to. Oh, he's protecting the left. That's why he didn't. So I guess it was a wise decision in that part. He didn't want to trump it, then me take it, and then take his left on top of it. So that was actually a smart decision on his part. I'll give him credit there. That was the smart way to play that, in all honesty. You want to make sure you stop the loaner more than anything. Take a high one. Very good. That should hopefully make his ace good. He actually had the king of diamonds. Well, he got another ace. That's clubs. His ten's not going to do anything, most likely. Yeah, I think you'd have another club back if you threw that way, though. Let's see what these guys are all in the 1900s. Well, he's a little above 2000, but two plus an ace, easy to order up into your partner's hands. Diamonds is weak, but otherwise I'm decent. You guys did. No way. No way to what? The last hand going through, or to me ordering? You picked up though. See what shakes out the tree here with that nine. Well, it shook the tree pretty good. My partner hopefully can save me on these last two. Oh well, you got it. But your partner's four, especially when you order to them, you're expecting them to get you one when you order one because you're able to avoid a suit at least, and usually they'll be picking up a second one. If I could put it in my hand, yes, but without being able to put it in my hand, no. That nine's I'm forced to. That nine's not going to do anything anyway. If he has got a high one, he should drop it. Well, uh, that means that's all he's probably got, though. So that probably helps us have another trump. All right. We have a semi decent chance here. If he doesn't have any more trump, we've got him. Yes. That's why leading that can help a lot. Because they could have trumped out on different ones. Definitely no here, but definitely hearts if it comes all the way back around. Um, that's obvious there. Hopefully they lead that. Big diamonds. Oh, he went alone. I didn't even notice that. All we need is one more, so hopefully he's got something. If he's got a protected left, we got. I have a protected left. Ah, that wouldn't have been out of the realm of possibilities there. Yeah, well, I think we did as well as we could, though. Got two off the top when he went alone. Plus, he had a really good hand that time. Do I get lucky? I got lucky. We at least stopped him at one there. This game can swing quick. Two with an ace once again. So you know what we're thinking here when you're ordering. See, if he was smart, he'd follow my lead and lead a trump card, but I don't see that happening. Fortunately, though, I'm four suited, but did you have a partner for? Well, if he can snag one of these, I know he's going to get one. I need to get one of these two through. That's why I'm making the ace first. Ah, damn. What are the odds he had both jacks sitting in his hands? That's just bad luck right there. Got it stopped, so I got it stopped, so smack it. Not what I expected there. If you take, that must have been desperation there. At least if I got a loner. Of course, I don't get a loner. Wouldn't mind my partner ordered it, but I'm definitely not picking that up. If it gets all the way back around, we're definitely going spades, and I would go alone, which makes a hard chance of it going all the way back around. Yes. Ah, you have to do it this way because he could have the left. I wasn't getting that one even if it didn't have the club. No way to what? To me, having three trump when I go alone? That, no way. Of course not. Of course, people don't do that. Comes all the way back around and go clubs. I wouldn't go alone, but I would go clubs. If he doesn't get every one of them, I should say no way, right? Well, these are dead. You got these. Let's probably got their art too. Try no way him because he didn't get them all. There's a diamond, I'd order it, but I can't with it being a heart. I do have a spades hand here. Yes. That's the point. I'm trying to get two. You have to have the protected king, which they do not, or he'd have to have a spade because I doubt he has one. Come on, this is a long ad. It's a three-piece ad. That's gonna take a while sometimes. I'm not giving him that. I would go hearts here. Lead my jack, start leading aces. He has none. I'll just get past Mr. Mafia here. And we got the deal. That sucks. Wouldn't mind if you ordered it though, because it gives me two and ace, and my partner ordered it. That's where loser. It's like every game. I'm going to lose. Well, you're going to lose your points though, dude. I'm try to shake the tree a little here. It's another game. See, Bills Mafia, you lost. You know, like you lose every year in the playoffs. Pay the $2. Oh, that's from saying don't do ads. Pay to not have ads. Oh, I'm not paying not to have ads. I don't feel like paying not to have ads. I don't have to. Okay, well he ordered me. I've got three. This could be very advantageous for us. He's probably got the left, the right though. Hit it. That helps them though because they got getting a cheap one. They probably got their point. That's all I was going to get though. Well, we're going to get two tricks, but I think it won't matter. Him getting that ace through. That's really what did it at the beginning there. All right. Auto pass here. Definitely would go clubs. That's when you could try alone if you're feeling frisky, which that's the bad thing. If there's a loner one way, there's usually a loner the other way. Hopefully she picks the right card here. I'm going to tell her to uncover in clubs. So she should not uncover in clubs. So she should cover spades. Yeah, he's probably got it. Wow, what a nice hand. Why she held his club to the end? I guess maybe she couldn't. I assume that's a woman. I'm ordering this one, even though I'd far rather have hearts. I should have put second hand low there. Come on, hit it. Hit it heavy. That's all we need. Probably got. See, this is that you don't throw a trump to hold an ace. The trump will beat the ace. I'll go clubs here if it gets back around. It means I'd have two clubs with an off ace. I'll do that jack and the ace of hearts. Ah, got two aces. If you have two, lead the ace that doesn't have the king behind it. The reason for this is that you can tell her I'm covering hearts. That's what you're indicating. So unless he leads a heart, what time this guy's going to get two loners through? Come on, have a spade. So she did a good job there. Nice one to her for stopping it. These three click ads are really starting to like him. That's an easy call. I'm not going to go alone on it, but it's an easy call. Actually, with the way stuff is right now, I think you almost have to. You have to hope you can get this. This is a desperation loaner. And probably ain't going to get it. Got my point, though. That was one you had to hope you could get lucky on. She wouldn't help me on that one either. Definite pass. I'd want what's called max diamonds. This guy's aggressive. He's among the lower rated. I wonder if he has the king, it'd be nice. Ah, I was hoping she'd have two and duck there. You have the right and the lower. Yeah, this game has not gone well for us. But I played several in a row that did. That puts them on 8 already. That's why I went for the desperation loaner last time. Can't order this at all. I would go spades if it comes all the way back around, but well, the thing is, I think pay the $2 is the aggressive player. I wonder if that's that person's real picture or not. That is a custom picture. Like mine's a custom picture. Hopefully, someone else has a jack. Ouch. But if he's got the other one. Every time I have the ace with one other, the person who calls it, and the other team leads both jacks out. It's like clockwork. Hopefully, Tracy has a diamond here. If you can take that. Yeah, loaner. Well, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and have a great day.